We're live.
Yep, we are live. It took a second for that to pop up on my screen. So, yeah, welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and we have another MLB slate we're going over for today. A full slate here for Saturday, August 7th. Also, I got UFC 265 tonight. I'm super excited about that. But should be a fun slate here. We got a full card, but you guys all know what we do in the beginning of our streams. We recap what happened yesterday, how we did yesterday, what worked, what didn't work, and that just helps us continue to keep the transparency for this channel, so you guys can tell when we are doing good and when we are not. So, looking at last night for me, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So I went 5, 7, and 1 out of all my plays. A couple that we didn't give out for videos. I didn't give out Kansas City first 5 as a video play because that line had moved a lot. I didn't give out the Nationals and the Braves over. That was our best bet. That cashed. That was a rather easy cash. I think that cashed in the 6th or 7th inning. So that was always nice there. But I did get wins from Arizona and San Diego over. Simple enough. I think we got that in the 4th inning. I did cash on the Cincinnati Reds and Pittsburgh Pirates over 9 runs. Thank you, Reds. Pirates, you know there was a baseball game, right? Minnesota team total over cashed over 3.5. Seattle and New York, the Yankees under 5.5 for the first 5 innings cashed as well. That was the easiest under cash I've had in a very long time. 0-0 at the end of 5. And then on the others, for my losses, Mets and Phillies, that did not go over. I was expecting some runs out of the Phillies. They were been scoring pretty decent as of late. But now the Phillies are sitting in first place in the National League East. Not looking very pretty here for the Mets in this spot. And then the Braves are sneaking up on them as well. They got the win last night. Miami first 5 did not cash. They got absolutely blown out against the Colorado Rockies. Cleveland, Detroit first 5 under. I believe that lost in the 4th inning. But the full game went under. Just one of those rare times that happens. Kansas City first 5, they didn't get the job done. The Cubbies first 5 did not get the job done. Boston, Toronto first 5 under 5. It was looking decent, and then the Jays went and scored 6, 7 runs in the 4th inning, 9 runs in the 5th inning.
9 runs in the 5th. I'll mention that one because that was,
yeah. I added on during game time decision yesterday the first 5 innings for the Texas Rangers at plus 245. If I just went to plus half a run, that would have cashed. It was a push for me there, and then the Texas Rangers team total over 2.5 runs. Goes 11 innings, and I only get 1 run. Thank you very much, Texas, for doing absolutely freaking nothing. But, yeah, so that was basically my day yesterday. I think I finished down around 2 units. But hopefully today will be better. I got a lot of action today, a decent amount of baseball, a ton of UFC action. So it should be fun. What was your night last night?
I think the best word for it was frustrating. I had 10 plays. I went 3, 6, and 1. And a lot of those really screwed me in the later innings. We'll start off with the Chicago game. I had the under. It was 2-1 going into the 8th inning. And then, of course, it gets tied up at 4 at the end of 8, goes into extra innings, and then they proceed to put up 6 runs in the 8th inning and push it way the frick over. Not fun there. Not really. I wasn't happy. That was a bad way to start the day. I had the Seattle Mariners, who were up 1-0 into the 8th. They let up a run, and then they proceed to lose in the 11th inning. Would have been a nice plus money cash if they could only hold on. That Boston game, I had the under. I believe Toronto went over the 1 inning. That game went over in that 5th inning. By itself, just the 5th inning. Very frustrating there. At least I had a couple of them that decided to play Cincinnati Reds. Late addition to my card, they won 10-0. They were up 9-0 at the end of the 2nd inning. Easy win there. Detroit game should have gone under. I went with Detroit. 6-1 at Cleveland. Not pretty there. Our best bet was the Atlanta Braves.
Over.
Atlanta Braves over. 8-4, overcashed. And then we'll get into the two games that two games. I'll go over two games in a minute that mattered a lot yesterday. I also had the Giants, who couldn't convert, and then I had the over in the D-backs game. That one was a good one. And then looking at yesterday, yesterday was the day where the games were for me versus Trapper on. I had the under in that Miami game. Screw you, Miami. 14-2, and it was 10-0 in the fourth. That one was goner quick, so I knew the best I could do was tie against them. All I needed was that Houston game to go over 9 runs, and it stayed at 9 runs. So honestly, he got no one wrong. He went 4-0-1. I went 3-1-1. It was overall a solid total chaos run, but Craig beat me. It's unfortunate, but hey, I'll be back. I'll do it again. I'll win a couple in a row, and I'll try to get them again. But Altuve, what were you doing in the 11th inning? Bunting. I still don't get that, but it's whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we can look at today's slate. What happened to Red Sox? And I know. What's up, Marcos? What's up, my guys? Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. These guys come on here every day giving out picks, doing multiple shows. Show them appreciation. Thank you, Marcos. Appreciate that. Isaiah Cora, my guys, the ghost has returned. Welcome. I can't with baseball. It's a love-hate relationship depending on the day.
Yep.
Lane Elliott. Sup, Earle Bros. Let's make some money day. Let's go and get it.
And as always, if you guys do have opinions on these games, let us know in the chat. And then we definitely want to hear where you guys are with all these games. If you guys have any action on any of these games, just let us know in the live chat. That makes it more interesting to stream when we have people giving their opinions as well.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and start off with this game.
Yeah, we're starting it off here. The New York Yankees are hosting the Seattle Mariners in this spot. The Yankees are a minus 180 in this game. It's a plus 165 run back here on the Seattle Mariners. Over under 10 runs in this game. Chris Flexen, Andrew Heaney. The pitching matchup in this one. Chris Flexen 10-5, a 3.75 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 115 and third innings pitched, 175 strikeouts, and 24 walks. On the other side, Andrew Heaney 6-8 with a 5.42 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, 98 innings pitched, 117 strikeouts and 31 walks. The Yankees have taken the first 2 games of this series, but also so has the under. The under has cashed in both the first 2 games of this series, including a very easy under cash from me yesterday. I'm going right back to the under here today. Andrew Heaney does give me a little bit of pause, but I believe some of those overs in LA also had to do a little bit with their bullpen. So I think that may play a factor into that as well. But looking at this matchup here, the Yankees have gone under in 7 of their last 10 games, including 2 in a row. And the Mariners are on a 4-game under streak as well. So I like the under in this game. I'll lean towards the Mariners in this spot. I think there's a little bit of value on them. I have them priced around plus 145. I'm seeing plus 165s. Also, if you guys like home run props, I have 2 that I'm tempted on looking at today. I want to see what they're priced at. First one is Mitch Henniger. These Mariners, think about it. Andrew Heaney's pitching. They've seen him in the Angels organization. Now they're going up against him as a Yankee. I like Mitch Henniger potentially to hit a home run. And this one may be out of left field, but Tom Murphy, the catcher for Seattle, is 3 for 7 against Andrew Heaney with 2 home runs. So I feel like that's an interesting player prop as well. He's taken him deep twice in 7 at-bats. I think there's potential value on that. I want to know what I want to take a look at what the line would be for Tom Murphy home run. If that's a plus 500, 600, 700, I'm going to be definitely interested in putting at least a quarter, maybe half a unit on it. But that's where I'm looking at for this game. My bad. I have the first 5 under 5.5 in this game. That's it. That's where I'm going for this one.
What was the line on the minus 5.5?
Let me get that.
You got to give me the lines because I'm not going to keep clicking back and forth for the first 5.
No, you're good. You're good. My bad. First 5 under 5.5 minus 108 for the Seattle Yankee game here.
Sounds good. Yeah. I have 2 plays for this one. Once again, I'm full game under. We've seen these offenses really struggle to put up some runs. Obviously, we watched a 3-2 game in 11 innings yesterday. I think that helps prove my point. On the other side, I'm also going Seattle. I know I've been betting them a lot. Actually, I got a really, really bad line on them. They're not at 167. I got them at a 167. They're at 181 now. So yeah, Yankees are up to a minus 197. I went Seattle. I think the value is definitely there. This is a 4-game series between them. Chris Flexen has been one of the best pitchers in baseball. I know it's weird to say. The Mariners are 14 and 620 starts. You're up almost 11 units whenever he does that, whenever he starts. So I'm going under in this game, and I'm going Seattle. Unfortunately, I got him at plus 167. A little bit of a bad line, but 181 is a solid price. So give me Seattle as well in this game.
Yeah, and I know that I never do these type of bets, but also a Nerfy could be an interesting look in this game as well. I see it plus 120 on my book. I couldn't find a Tom Murphy home run prop, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I couldn't bet that. But Mitch Henniger is a plus 300 to hit a home run today.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and move on. Battle of Chicago. Hold on. Lane Elliott says team total for Seattle is 3.5 on DK. Don't mind that. It's been, against Andrew Heaney, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, Dominic, I can see it's 4.5 on our book.
Dominic likes the Yankees and the under in this one. I mean,
I don't hate that look either.
The Yankees are a minus 197 for this one, so it doesn't really. Yeah, I understand that. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna bet that parlay, it's got to be a parlay, but
correlated.
Yeah, correlated parlay. But we'll
go ahead and move on
to Chicago.
Yeah, let's put the locks on Chicago again. I know that joke's old now. The Chicago White Sox minus 195, up plus 175 the other way. With the Chicago Cubs over under 8.5 runs in this game. Carlos Rendon, Adbert Alzolay, the pitching matchup for this one. Are you looking at anything in this game?
I wasn't looking at it not really. When I did not see a total when I was doing my research, just because it's Chicago and they don't really know. Do we have a total for it now? An 8.5. I would lean towards the under. I think the under would be the best spot, but no, I think 8.5 is just a tad too low. I'm just gonna be passing on this game. If it was up at a 9.5, I would have really considered the under, especially after yesterday's game. But no, I'm gonna be passing on this one. If anything, yeah, lean towards the under. Probably even a lean. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to go after the White Sox. Minus 193 with Carlos Rendon on the mound. Minus 128 on the run line. Nothing I would be considered, because even with that, the White Sox have not been hitting. So, I mean, they had a good game yesterday. It went into extras. That's how they were able to get the 8 runs. But I'm not interested in going after this one for today.
Yeah, looking at this pitching matchup here, Carlos Rendon, 8-5, a 2.49 ERA, a 0.96 WHIP. I'm surprised his record isn't a little bit better with the White Sox offense. 104 and 2/3 innings pitched, 149 strikeouts and 28 walks. On the other side, Adbert Alzolay here, 4-11 with a 4.85 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, 98 1/3 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts and 31 walks. And honestly, I'm leaning towards the Cubbies in the spot. I would potentially look at him in the first 5 innings here at plus 175. I think that's a little bit of an overprice here for a White Sox team that is struggling as of late. Yes, I understand the Cubbies are not a good team right now, but plus 175, it's very tempting. I'm also potentially looking at that team total with Chicago. I end up not pulling any type of triggers on this one just because the Cubs are a team that, for whatever reason, when I do my handicapping and I price out the games, they always show tons of value but I never want to back this team because they sold everybody at the trade deadline. And this is just not a team I really want to back right now. I do see plenty of value on the Cubbies. Am I going to bet the Cubs? No. So I'm going to pass on this game.
Pro Bill, how's it going? He's an old friend from the Podu community.
Wow.
Pokemon Duel, the game I used to play a lot. So good to see you again, dude.
All right, then we'll move on to the next one here. Boston Red Sox at the Toronto Blue Jays. This is a 7-inning doubleheader. Nick Pivetta takes on Robbie Ray in this one. Minus 160 for the Blue Jays. It's a plus 145 run back on these Boston Red Sox. Are you looking at anything in this game?
You know me with my 7 innings. No, I don't do 7-inning games. It's just not. I don't like the coin flippy attribute to it. If anything, it's got to be Blue Jays or nothing. But if the line was a little bit closer, I would consider it. Minus 158. I'm not going to be – I never lay more than the minus 150 anyway, and minus 158 on a 7-inning game is a big no-no. If anything, if you wanted to go after Toronto run line at plus 125, I'm not going to talk you off of it. But no, I'm not interested in 7-inning games.
Yeah, me neither. I'm going to be short and sweet with this one. I'm not going to go breaking down all the pitchers in this one because I'm passing on this game. I don't like betting 7-inning games because it really takes away the two things I really like to bet the most. On my book, there's no team totals and there's no first fives on 7-inning doubleheader games. Brings me no interest in trying to bet these things. So it's a simple pass for me here. No big breakdown because I don't really like looking at 7-inning games. Next year, we'll have 9-inning doubleheaders again, which will be a different story. But no action here.
I got you. We'll go ahead and move right on. We get the New York Mets and the first place Philadelphia Phillies. Ugh.
Yeah, the New York Mets here are at the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a minus 112 for the Phillies, plus 102 run back for the Mets. Taylor McGill takes on Ranger Suarez, one of the sweetest names in the MLB, Ranger Suarez. And looking at this matchup, over-under of 9.5 runs in this game. What are you looking at for this matchup?
I overall passed on it, but if we look at Taylor McGill, yeah, he had a bad start his last time out against Miami. But other than that, he has been really, really solid for the Mets. On the other side, you get Ranger Suarez, who is mostly he's a bullpen pitcher, but he will give you a little bit more than your average bullpen pitcher. He'll give you, last start out, he went 3 innings. So a little bit more of there, but previous to that, he would go 1 inning, a third of an inning. He's just not – you don't really know what you're going to get out of Ranger Suarez. And then at the end of this, you're getting the Philadelphia bullpen. Yes, Philadelphia has won 6 straight games. And now this NL East is super, super competitive. Philadelphia up by half a game on the Mets and up by 1 game on the Braves. 3 teams within 1 game of each other. When the Mets had like a 4.5 game lead or something at the All-Star break, kind of disgusting there. But yeah, this is definitely going to be competitive. But if anything for me, I know it might sound, but I would be a lean towards the Mets. Taylor McGill. I know that the Philadelphia Phillies have won 6 straight. Taylor McGill has been fantastic. The one problem would be this Mets offense has not been clicking at all. So I'm passing on this game. Lean towards the Mets, but not interested.
Yeah, I'm on a similar page here. Looking at the pitching matchup, Taylor McGill is 1-1 with a 2.68 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, 40 in the third innings pitch, 43 strikeouts, 11 walks. Ranger Suarez 5-3, a 1.04 ERA, 0.83 WHIP, 43 in the third innings pitched, 43 strikeouts, and 15 walks. Ranger Suarez is someone who does not go deep in games. The last time we saw him out, he did go 3 innings, but an inning is last appearance before that, which means what we're getting from this game is we're getting a Philadelphia bullpen game, which I probably trust gas station sushi more than I trust the Philadelphia bullpen. So it'd be a slight lean towards the Mets in this spot, strictly because I think that the Mets still have that bullpen advantage. and this is going to be a close game, and it's slight plus money on the Mets side. I'm not getting involved, though. I want nothing to do with this Mets team right now. They have been playing absolutely horrible. They've lost 7 of their last 10 games. They are a team that, honestly, they didn't deserve to be in first place the way they're playing the last 10 days. Like, this is a team that's not hitting. Their pitching's slacking a little bit. They're still riddled with injuries. I mean, we still don't have they're missing DeGrom. They're waiting on Syndergaard to come back. And I mean, we're seeing players like Michael Conforto hitting 4 spot that's not doing anything this year, which honestly, if I'm the Mets, send Conforto down to AAA for a week or two, the way he's been playing, to get his mojo back and then bring him back up. They did that a couple years ago, and it worked. I think that's kind of the solution you need to approach here with Michael Conforto, because he is slumping big time. And then they're also missing Lindor. So this is just not a team I'm looking at back right now. So, yeah, absolutely no action on this game. I'll be passing on this one.
Sounds good. I'll let you introduce this one real quick. I thought I heard a knock or something at my door. I'm going to go make sure my door is at least locked. So I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, the next one here, we get a great matchup here. Texas Rangers and the Oakland Athletics here. Minus 225 for the A's. It's a plus 204 the opposite way with these Rangers. And we are getting Anderson and Irving, the pitching match for this one here, with the over-under being 8.5 runs in this game. And to be completely honest, I didn't really look too much at this game just because we didn't know who the pitcher for the Rangers was going to be until just recently. And it is Anderson. Looks like he's thrown all 4 innings pitched this year. Has done this year pitching-wise. I'm just going to talk. For me, it would be slightly probably towards the big plus money, but I'm not getting involved in this game at all. Anderson 0-0 with a 0 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, only 4 innings pitched though. Cole Irving 7-10, a 3.50 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, 123 in the 3rd innings pitched, 90 strikeouts and 22 walks. I just don't know if I trust Irving to lay a run line like Dominic is saying here. I don't mind the A's in this game. He's saying A's minus run line minus 125. I think that's a potential look, but I'm not trying to lay minus 125 with a home team on the run line, and it would probably be a look towards a first 5-inning play before a full game play for me, because I just don't like messing with bullpens. And minus 153 for the first 5, minus a half for these Oakland Athletics. The books definitely did a good job of pricing them out of our range, so no action for me on this game.
Yeah, I didn't get to it either. We don't really know what we're getting from Drew Anderson from the Texas side. He hasn't really pitched that much this year. What has he done this year? Did you list off 4 innings? He's pitched 4 innings this year. And what appears to be more of bullpen starts, looks like. The last time he pitched was August 4th, and he pitched 1 inning. Previous to that, he pitched in end of July. So I don't know if it's somebody I can really trust. On the other side, Oakland hasn't been hitting. They scored all of 4 runs last night, and it took them to the 4 runs, and it took them to the 11th. Yeah, that's not something I'm interested. Yeah, they should win easily, but at the same time, no, I'm not getting involved.
Not someone you can particularly trust as well.
Yeah, no, I
should win easily like yesterday. They needed a 3-run walk-off home run in the 11th inning. I don't know about easily there.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's not my definition of easy. No, I if anything, I'll lean towards the under in this one again, just because this Texas team they don't have bats. So, no, this one's a pass for me.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game here. Tampa Bay Rays are at the Baltimore Orioles. Shane McClanahan, Spencer Watkins, the pitching matchup for this one. Minus 228 here for these Tampa Bay Rays. It's a plus 206 run back on these Orioles. Over under of 10 runs in this game. And one thing I've noticed the past week or so is these slates are just getting chalkier and chalkier and chalkier, and I see value on almost every dog, which is kind of scary. But looking at this game here, Spencer Watkins this season has pitched actually not half bad. But McClanahan here, 5-4, 3.74 ERA, a 1.29 WHIP, 77 innings pitched, 91 strikeouts and 27 walks. On the other side, Spencer Watkins is 2-2 with a 3.81 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, 26 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 11 walks. And for me, I'm leaning towards the dog in this matchup here. I was leaning towards them yesterday. The Orioles got the job done yesterday. I think they are a potential live dog again today. Spencer Watkins has been actually pretty good. I have them priced around plus 170, and we're getting plus 206 for them. Let's see what their I want to see what their first 5 line is. I might jump in on a first 5 here for the Orioles here on this spot. Plus 175 for the first 5. That's not as tempting. I like the plus 200 for the full game better. I just don't want to bet the full game. I don't trust their bullpen still. They have a very shaky bullpen. Team total over 3.5. I think potentially could be a look as well. Baltimore has gone over in 3 straight games. So I think team total for Baltimore could be a decent look. 3.5 minus 128. This is another pass for me, though. It would be a lean towards the dog. I just don't want to get involved here on a full game bet with the Orioles and their bullpen.
Yeah, for the first, besides that 1:00 Yankee game, I have no interest in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the next 7 games after that. And then I get more of my plays towards the end of the slate. This one's another pass for me. If anything, it's definitely looking at Tampa Bay. But I'm not laying a minus 230. And I'm not laying a minus 150 run line. There's no way that is happening. If anything, maybe a lean towards the under in this one. I think 10 is a little bit of a high number for these two teams. Shane McClanahan's been pitching decent this year, and Watkins has been pitching better lately. So maybe look there, but not a spot that I want to get to. And I have no intention of going after Baltimore. So pass for me on this one.
All right, then we'll move on to our next game here. We're looking at the San Francisco Giants and the Milwaukee Brewers. Minus 195 here for the Brewers. Major chalk. San Francisco Giants a plus 179. The over-under is 8 for this game. We have Sanchez taking on Brandon Woodruff in this one. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Sanchez is 1-1 with a 2.97 ERA, a 1.26 WHIP, 33 1/3 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, 14 walks. On the opposite side, potential Cy Young winner, ? Brennan Woodruff, 7-6, a 2.26 ERA, a 0.88 WHIP, 131 1/3 innings pitched, 152 strikeouts, and 32 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I lean towards the Giants in this spot, actually. I think this line's a little wide. I think this Giants team is still pretty decent. I had this game priced at around a minus 160, minus 165 for the Brewers. So seeing minus 195, seeing plus 180 on the opposite side here with the Giants. Let's see what a first 5 line would look like in this game. First 5 for the Giants would be a plus 185. I'm very tempted on that one as well here. The Giants in the first 5 innings could be a nice little plus price tag. If you think they're just going to keep it close, potentially it's tied at the end of 5. Plus a half for the Giants is still plus 120, so I see some value on that spot. I think there's going to be another pass, though, for me on this game. I just don't see enough, and I don't want to fade Woodruff in this matchup. Woodruff has looked really good as of late, so I feel like he's the Jacob deGrom of Milwaukee, 7-6 and a 2.26 ERA. So no action on this one. I'm gonna lay off that one.
Yeah, it's a big line difference for a reason. Brandon Woodruff is a possible Cy Young Award winner this year, and Sanchez has pitched all of 2-3 games. So it's not really a good spot for San Francisco on the road against a Milwaukee team who is really, really strong at home. Especially with Woodruff on the mound. don't want to be going up again. I don't want to be betting against Woodruff at home. If anything in this game, I'll lean towards the Milwaukee Brewers on the run line. But this is just not a spot I want to get to, just because Woodruff should do his stuff. I don't know what we're going to get out of Sanchez. So, once again, this one's another pass, but I'll have my next play next game. So, at least we'll be able to get into some of the games that I actually have bets on. Absolutely, let's make some money.
San Francisco +1 could be a nice little look. I don't hate that one.
You can
the
get
under
that.
8. Yeah,
the problem with the
+1,
the only thing with the +1 run line thing is it's a -123 on our book.
Yeah, that's fine. The under 8 for Dominic. I mean, that could play right into the under 8, the +1 for that one. Here's a nice little bold take. I'll give my opinion on this game later in the slate. That is our second to last game. But upset of the day, Arizona money line. Oh wait, no, that's our best bet. I don't hate Arizona in that game though, but our best bet's on the total.
Yeah,
but I'll definitely lean Arizona in that one. What happened?
Nothing happened.
My stream just there we go. My computer just went a little crazy. My screen went black for a second. All right, moving on to the next one here. That worried me for a second. Pittsburgh Pirates are at the Cincinnati Reds. It's a -185 here for the Reds. It's a +170 the opposite way with the Pirates. Over under 10.5 runs in this game. Mitch Keller and Vladimir Gutierrez, the pitching matchup for this one. Where are you looking at for this game?
I got a bet on this one. I'm going over in this game. Over? It's at a 10.5. Yes. I know what I sent you, Nick, earlier. I accidentally put under instead. I do like the over.
Okay, I was going to say, I remember when you sent me the text of your plays this morning, I was like, ooh, this is going to be a fun little argument. I like the over as well. All right, I like the over. He likes the under. What is he doing?
No, I bet the over and accidentally logged the under. I switched it. I actually do have the over in this one. The Cincinnati offense is doing exactly what they should be doing against Pittsburgh. They absolutely smacked last night. They won 10-0. Very good there. Had the run line. A team that actually did well for me. Thank you, Cincinnati. I'm going essentially right back at it. I think the over 10.5 will be the best value in this game because I do not want to lay that -182 with the Reds or the run line at a -105. I think that would be the absolute borderline is Reds -105 on the run line for it. I think I could make an exception for that, but I'm not with Gutierrez on the mound. I think the over 10.5 is going to be the best option. I think Pirates should be able to tag up Gutierrez just a little bit. And Mitch Keller, Cincinnati's going to hit him hard. So I'm going over in this game.
Yeah, and I'm on the exact same page. Yeah, Pirates got blown out yesterday, bouncing back today. Pirates and over. I like that look a little bit here. Pirates team total is definitely a spot I could have gone to. But looking at this matchup here, looking at the pitching matchup, Mitch Keller is 3-8 with a 7.05 ERA, a 1.78 WHIP, 52 1/3 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, and 29 walks. Vladimir Gutierrez is 6-3 with a 4.39 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP, 67 2/3 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and 30 walks. I did a free pick video on this last night. I took the over in the free pick video. I'm going over 10.5 runs in this game. I got it at 10 last night, so I got slightly better line on this one. I don't mind. I think we're going to see potentially 14, 15, 16 runs in this game. And with Vladimir Gutierrez, looking at him here, you have that 4.39 ERA, but don't let that number fool you. At home this year, he's 1-2 with a 7.17 ERA. Yes, this is going to be a high-scoring game with a bunch of crappy pitching. And then once you get past Vladimir Gutierrez and his 7.17 home ERA, you get that wonderful, wonderful Cincinnati bullpen, which is absolute complete garbage. And I think they're going to tack them up for some more runs in this one. I think the Pirates are a good live dog in this game. I just like the over a lot better in this one. Over 10.5 runs. I personally got it at 10. So I really like this play here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And if we want to just give a number to how bad the Cincinnati Reds bullpen is, they have the third highest bullpen ERA in baseball at a 5.26 ERA. The only two teams that are worse than the Cincinnati Reds are the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. There is no teams worse. And that's the crazy thing, is that this team is still in contention for a playoff spot. And
could you imagine if their bullpen was actually good?
If their bullpen was actually good, they would be fighting for a division.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah. Right now with the wild card, Cincinnati's 2.5 games back of San Diego. Like I've been saying, Cincinnati could win this wild card, because you got to keep in mind, and this has been my biggest argument, San Diego still has to play San Francisco a bunch of times, and they still have to play the Dodgers a bunch of times. Who do the Reds get to play? A sold Chicago Cubs, a Pittsburgh Pirates team that they've been absolutely shitting on, St. Louis Cardinals, who are hit or miss every single day, and a Brewers team that they can beat, that they've proven that they can beat. I think Cincinnati definitely has a shot to win the division in this one. Or not the division, sorry, get into the wild card spot, and San Diego does not even make the playoffs. There you go. There's my... I've been saying that for a while, but there's my bolt. Oh, Nick just absolutely left the server. All good. But yeah, I do think that Cincinnati should be able to take care of business, get that over in this one, and yeah, that should be how it goes. Should be. I'll go ahead and move on, and eventually Nick will come back. Speaking of, he's almost here, but in a minute. We get the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Indians. There you are.
Yeah, my Streamlabs just crashed for whatever reason. That's the second time my screen has gone black. You actually lost me this time, though.
Yeah, we did. Nick, I'll let you go ahead and introduce this game. I started to, but I didn't.
Yeah, we're looking at the Detroit Tigers are at the Cleveland Indians. It's a -150 for Cleveland, a +140 run back on these Tigers. Over under of 9.5 runs for this one.
And he's gone again. Over under of, didn't have it up, 9.5 in this game. I'll start, seeing that Nick decided to leave us again. I'm going under in this game. Detroit has not been has been a very heavy under team lately. I believe they've gone under in their last 8 games. I want to go ahead and confirm that before I say that and then look like an absolute idiot. Detroit. They're 2-8 their last 10. Yeah, they've gone under in 8 straight games. So the under is the play for me in this one. Nick's back.
I don't know what's going on, and it's really frustrating me.
I got you. But I'm going under in this game. Nick?
Yeah, looking at this game for me here, we do have Eli Morgan as the pitcher on the Cleveland side. I backed him last time, and he cashed me, I believe, last time. He went out. Yeah, they got the win against Toronto. I cashed the +245 ticket on him last time. Alexander 1-1, a 4.77 ERA, a 1.37 WHIP, 54 2/3 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts, and 14 walks. On the other side, Eli Morgan's 1-3 with a 6.75 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 37 1/3 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts, and 6 walks. So he does keep the walks down. That is one positive thing. He has a 7 strikeout to walk ratio. That is very good. And I'm going under in this game. Detroit's gone under in 8 straight games, and they've been able to keep teams down. They've been not scoring well. I'm going first 5 under here with Detroit. Looking at the line for this one, we are it is getting the first 5 under 5.5 at -120. I think we see another low scoring game between these two teams, and hopefully we don't get what we got the last couple days with Detroit, where they go first 5 over and full game under, which makes absolutely no sense with this Detroit team with the way their bullpen is. This is a team where they are more of a full game over, first 5 under type of team, if that's the case. So that's really been puzzling me the last few days with this Detroit team. Their bullpen's been actually halfway decent. I think that they keep this is a low scoring game in this one. I'm going under 5.5 for the first 5 innings with this one at -120.
Just to give you an idea, Nick, real quick, I'm pulling up the stats on the Detroit bullpen. They have the 6th worst bullpen ERA in the league. But if they have statistics by month, they do not have statistics by month. Yeah, but they have been pitching a lot better as of late. And the big thing with Detroit, and this is always the way it seems, they're not a home run hitting team.
No.
They score a lot of runs. What they'll do is they'll get on base and they'll score a bunch. They'll play money ball. They'll do that in like 1 inning. So whether or not that's in the 2nd inning or in the 7th inning, they'll end up having an inning where they'll score 3, 4, 5 runs, and that's where they blow out. That's where they break open the game. But no, this bullpen has been pitching a lot better lately. I do like the under in this game, though.
All right, we'll move on to the next matchup here. The Houston Astros are hosting the Minnesota Twins in this one. The Astros are a -210. It's a +192 the opposite way with these Minnesota Twins. Over/under of 9 runs in this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one?
I was looking at the over for a while, and then I didn't do it. I bet the over the last 2 games. It's pushed and it's lost. I'm gonna wait for other games to go over with Houston again. Their offense is just not hitting all that well right now against a Minnesota team which makes absolutely no sense. But I if anything, it would be a lean towards Minnesota in this matchup. Minnesota's won 2 straight. I think they could win another one. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the series you could have said, well, Minnesota took 3 out of 4. Yeah, they can. They very much can. We get Michael Pineda on the mound for the Minnesota Twins against Garcia for the Astros now? My app first. Yes, Garcia. Slight pitching advantage to Houston, but I'm not getting involved in this game. Are you frozen again? Uh-oh. Nick. All right, Nick's frozen again. He's probably going to end up getting kicked out of the thing. Maybe. Anyways, I'll go ahead and move on to the next game while he sits there frozen. I'll actually take him out of the thing until he unfreezes and I could see his picture in the bottom. Next game we'll go over is the Kansas City Royals. And yep, he left. Okay. Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals. In St. Louis, Cardinals -165. Kansas City on the other side is a +145 run back. Over/under of 8.5 in this game. And I do have a play for that one. Hi, Allie. I do have a play in this one. It's going to be towards the under. Kansas City has not been hitting. They've gone under in, I think it's now 10 out of 11 games in a row. So, the under has been making money, and I see it happening again. It's at an 8. I got it at 8. It's now at 8.5. I wish I waited a little bit online just so I could have gotten that hook. But I do like Kansas City under in this matchup. I think it's a solid spot. And Kansas City. Up there is Nick. Up, you're going from your phone now? Yep. Yep, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yep. We can hear you.
I cannot hear you. That's
Fantastic.
a problem. Oh, there we go. I turned up my sound. Yeah, I'm on my phone now because my computer just shut down. So I may be looking to get a new computer soon because this is really frustrating me right now. So I won't have any of my pitching stats. This is doing sideways. No, this one's sideways. Cool. I won't have any of my pitching stats right now. I'm getting my laptop up and started back up again. But yeah, looking at this game here, I did do a free pick video on this one last night. Looking at this matchup, we do have Keller versus Kim. and I see this as another under game here. The Kansas City Royals have been trending heavily towards the under as of late. They've gone under, I believe, 12 of their last 13 games, 9 of their last 10, and 2 in a row. And I think that continues today. I'm going to continue to ride this Kansas City under train for as long as I can. I'm going first 5 under, I believe it's 4 runs on this one. I got it at plus 105. I personally do not know what the line is for it because I'm on my phone and I can't see what it is at the moment. But I'm at first 5 under 4 runs here, Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals for this one.
I'm pulling that up now on Kansas City. 4.5 now at a minus 115.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And did you go over the Houston game at all or no?
No, I didn't get a chance to do that.
Do you have a play on it?
Yes, I do. And you were saying how the potential you can see Minnesota take 3 out of 4 from the series. I don't think that happens. I think they sweep the series, to be completely honest. We've seen this a few times with these Astros when they're at home and they tend to underplay to their opponent sometimes. And they've done this back-to-back games here with the Twins. I like team total over 3.5, going right back to it with the Minnesota Twins in this one, in this matchup. The Twins have gone over in 7 of their last 10 games, a 7-2-1 over-under record, 6-3-1 over-under record for the Houston Astros in their last 10 games. And it's Luis Garcia and Michael Pineda. I think we see some runs in this game as well. I lean towards the over, but I'm going team total over 3.5 here for the Minnesota Twins.
Sounds
Got a little
good.
fun there.
Yes, I do. I guess he just wanted to hang out. You say hi, Alonzo? Yeah, the under does sound really good for this one. We'll go ahead and move on to this one, Washington and Atlanta. I don't know if you can see the lines.
Yes, I can. We're looking at the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves in this matchup here. It is a minus 230 for the Braves. I believe it's a plus 205 run back on these Nationals. Over under is a 8.5 last time I checked in this game. We're getting Charlie Morton and Josiah Gray in this matchup. And where are you looking at for this one as I'm going to transfer myself back to the computer?
I pass on this game. It's